Hello, JLS Gentry. Good afternoon po. I am Pastora Joyce Daculio, and I am so happy, so privileged to be virtually here in your gathering this afternoon. Thank you so much po, Pastora May, for the invitation. And I am so excited to share with you a very short message from the Lord. I would like to talk about discovering your future. Today, in our fellowshipping, we will be um, asking the Lord for His help, for His guidance to define our career. And so, my prayer this afternoon is that the Lord will speak to our hearts and He will open our minds so that we will be ready to step on our future, to take a big step of faith, and we will all together make a difference and change the world. First of all, let us, um, yes, figure out what career means. Of course, it is a job or profession that a person chooses to do for a long time and may require special training or education. All of us must be ready, must be prepared. Let us start thinking about what will be our future career as early as now so that we could make the right decisions. It is a very good avenue for us na kagaya nito sa church, tayo ay we are talking about things like this, especially sa mga young people, because it's very imperative, very essential, and relevant sa panahon natin ngayon. As a matter of fact, choosing a course is a very critical point in a student's life. Pansin ko siya as um, a person who works in the school. I started as a teacher, then I became a principal in the basic education department. And by God's grace, I was assigned as director of academic affairs and research. Kita ko sa mga estudyante how they struggle to look for the right course. And nakikita ko sa kanila that they are trying to explore, they are very curious ng iba't ibang bagay. But then, as I observe, marami sa kanila, they they have selected the right courses. But unfortunately, still marami pa rin ang nag-try ng isang course but then nag nag-shift, naglilipat. So hindi makuha kung ano talaga yung nasa heart niya or ano talaga yung tamang career na papasukin niya. Very critical ito in the sense na masasayang kasi yung time, yung effort, yung resources. Kaya if we fail to make a wise and correct decision, many things will suffer. Maraming bagay ang maaapektuhan. Sayang ng panahon, sayang ng efforts na ma-exert natin. So, as young as you are, whether you are um, junior high, senior high school, or college, it is good to know that you are here today and listening to things like this. And ang prayer natin lagi, kausapin tayo ng Diyos at bigyan niya tayo ng direction. I would like to share my short a short story of my life wherein when I was younger, hindi naging mahirap sa akin. This is my case. Ano po, we differ. Hindi, para sa akin, hindi po naging mahirap yung pagpili ng course ko. Kasi, when I was a kid, nasa heart ko na yung pagtiteach. I can see my mom, si Pastora Eves, na nagtuturo. She's also a teacher by profession. And then, I fell in love with teaching dahil nakita ko sa kanya. So, naaalala ko pa when I was young na after school, nasa bahay ako, may study room kami. At tinuturo ko din sa invisible students ko yung mga natutunan ko from school. So yun, doon pa lang alam ko na sa sarili ko that when I grow up, I will be a teacher. So when Shepherdville College opened the first um, program, at yun ay ang education, hindi ako I did not have double thoughts, hindi ako nagdalawang isip na doon ako mag-aral because it is aligned with my passion. Yun, nakita ko din kasi sa akin na yun ang hilig ko, yun ang gusto ko. So, doon ako dinirect ni Lord. Growing up, as I was studying, pero I forgot to mention. Pero before pala yun, meron ding nag-transpire or meron ding pumapasok sa isip ko like gusto ko maging nurse kasi noon in demand maging nurse. Tsaka ang ganda-gandang tinapag nakaputi lahat. Yun ang pangarap ko din noon. Meron pa, gusto ko pa ding um, maging maging stewardess. Sabi ko, ay parang hindi naman ako bagay, hindi naman ako gaan, hindi naman ako maganda, hindi naman ako matangkad, hindi naman ako. So parang kino-consider ko, parang hindi 'yun para sa akin. Pero pumasok din 'yun sa isip ko, mga pangarap nung bata pa. Tas ang higit sa lahat, ang gustong-gusto ko nung bata pa ako, gusto ko maging cashier sa Prime Supermart dito sa amin sa Bicol, sa Tigaon. Yun ang mga pinagpipilian ko noon. So I cannot forget, I always share this when I have opportunities like this na nakakatuwang isipin, nakakatuwang balikan na meron tayong mga options noon, but then dinidirect tayo ni Lord kung saan ang mas tama, alin ang better, alin yung best para sa atin. So when I studied hard, and I really gave my best. I really gave my all. I studied Bachelor of Secondary Education major in English sa Shepherdville College. We were the pioneering batch. And napaka taas, grabe yung pressure sa amin nun kasi kami yung first batch, lalo na nung magbo-board exam na kami. But by God's grace, we were able to get our license as professional teachers. And unforgettable yun para sa akin. It's one of the best gifts from the Lord. And then, I started teaching in Shepherd as English classroom teacher. Soon, I became coordinator and then yung sabi ko po sa inyo kanina na nagita yung principal and director. And it's all because of the Lord. But then, the learning did not stop because I enrolled in masters. So, I took up a degree in Master of Arts in Education, major in Curriculum and Instruction in Ateneo de Naga University. I think I graduated last 2019. After that, I did not stop. I continued my postgraduate studies in the same university, taking up Doctor of Philosophy major in Educational Psychology. So ngayon, nasa dissertation na lang ako. And hopefully, makatapos na. I am praying to the Lord na I am sharing this with you not to brag, not to boast, but to inspire young people like you na ako noon I started to dream, but when I started to work out for my dream, hinihingi ko yung guidance ng Diyos, and I am also praying na walang tawag nito, na makapagpatuloy even nagtatrabaho, nag-aaral, and at the same time, nagmi-ministry. Higit sa lahat, yan ang pinakamahalaga. Na kapag may work na tayo, blines na tayo ng Diyos, pinasagana niya na tayo, huwag natin kakalimutan ang church, huwag natin kakalimutan ang Diyos. Ang karamihan ko pong nakikita ay kapag ang mga young people, nag-aaral pa lang, they are very active in the church. But the sad reality is, kapag po nabibisi na sa duty, sa trabaho, sa opisina, sa school, um, nawawala na sila sa church. Nahahati na kasi yung priorities nila. But my challenge for you today is that you balance. Marami ka mang i-juggle na mga bagay sa buhay mo, pero kailangan mong i-balance yon. And in that way, makikita ng Diyos that you are faithful sa Kanya. And now that I am older, matanda na, I can see how the Lord has blessed me. And I realized, ito po yung na-realize ko as I grow up, as I grow older. In every season ng buhay mo, as you are a student, and then nag-work ka na, and then may family ka na, mayroon ka ng prinomote ka na ng Diyos, prinomote ka na sa trabaho mo. I realized na the greater the position that you have, the greater din yung responsibility. Lumalaki, tumataas, kaya dapat tayo doon na um, accountable, and higit sa lahat, magagampanan natin lahat ng pinagkakatiwala sa atin. Ako, na-realize ko din na yung mga ayaw kong gawin noon, kailangan kong gawin ngayon. So, hindi na yung old mindset natin, yung childish behavior natin. Kailangan mas maging responsible, maging matured, maging ano pa, um, tayong productive lagi. So that's a short sharing about myself. Now, I would like to share with you how to choose the right career. Ito yung secrets, ito yung tips na ma-share ko po sa inyo. Number one, it takes time alone with God. You have to spend time with the Lord because He is willing to reveal things to you in your heart, in your spirit. Hindi ito masyadong mahirap, hindi ito complicated na bagay. You only have to listen to the Lord, be quiet, and let Him speak to you. Dahil gusto ng Diyos ipakita, i-reveal sa'yo kung ano ang plano niya sa buhay mo. He wants to help you make good decisions about your future. Kasi kapag merong mga wrong decisions, we go to the detour. Mas nahihirapan tayo, mas rough ang road natin at ang natatahaki natin kapag we did not follow His will, His plan to us. And God speaks those truths to your spirit. So, sabi ko po ay, let us listen, let us try to understand what He is revealing to us. So, if you're quiet and willing to listen, God will show you the next step to take. How will He do this? He will marireveal ito sa atin by reading His Word, by spending time in prayer. He can also use people like our pastors. They will give you pieces of advice. They will give you direction. Oh, ito ang magandang course para sa'yo, bagay sa'yo. So, nakikita ko kasi sa'yo, ito yung strengths mo, ito yung inclinations mo. The Lord uses people para i-reveal sa atin ang plans niya. And also, personally, you can ask the Holy Spirit to give you vision for your life para you have a glimpse, you have may nakikita kang of what you will be in the near future. Sabi ng James 1 verse 5, if any of you lack wisdom, let him ask of God. Let us ask the Lord. Give me wisdom, Lord. Give me vision. You know what to do. I don't know. I am confused. I am lost. Pero you know everything. You are omniscient. You are omnipotent. And you hold my future in your hands. So when we ask God for wisdom, He will grant it to us. May magandang sinabi sa Psalms 25 verse 9. Sabi po dito, He leads the humble in doing right. So in every step po, He will lead us and He will teach us His ways. Ang maganda po sa ating Diyos is that He is a good teacher. He is our shepherd. He will teach us. Verse 12 says, Who then are those who fear the Lord? He will instruct them in the ways they should choose. Meron tayong counselor, meron tayong um, advisor na mag-i-instruct sa atin kung ano ang dapat nating piliin, ano ang dapat nating tahakin or decision to make. And in verse 14, let's jump. Sabi dito, there is a private place reserved for the lovers of God where they sit near Him and receive the revelation, the secrets of His promises. If we come close, if we come closer to Him, if we sit near Him, there is a private place, a place where we could receive His revelation, mga secrets i-reveal niya sa atin. That's a very wonderful thing. Number 2, it takes time to learn your giftings. It's a whole process. It takes time. We don't always know what we're gifted at right away. Hindi naman po natin agad malalaman kung saan tayo gifted, kung saan tayo magaling. So, we need to learn and discover the things you're good at. Pansinin mo, i-observe mo ang sarili mo. Saan ka nag-excel? Saan ka inclined? Part of discovering what you're good at requires learning what you're not good at. Bahagi ng pag-discover mo is when you find out na, ay, hindi pala ako dito magaling. Ay, parang medyo hindi ako um, bagay dito sa areang ito. But by that or through that, you could get to eliminate and you could get to see which area ka nag-excel. Keep at it, keep trying to learn and discover your inclinations. Um, Halimbawa, sa ministry, simulan natin sa church, nag-join ka sa worship team. Tapos, parang hindi mo mahanap doon sa singing man, sa playing instruments man, yung inclination mo. Yun pala, nung pumasok ka sa children ministry, doon mo nakuha, ay, I belong here. So doon, it's part of discovering. O kaya naman, um, saan pa? Sa career, if you would look at sa subjects, parang mahilig ako sa science, sa math, sa health. So it could lead you to deciding you could choose health-related courses or sci-math related courses. Kung sa arts naman, like cooking, um, ano pa, painting, yung mga ganito naman na field, pwede ka doon. Or halimbawa, yung pagpupulis, ano pa, engineering or architecture, teacher, ano pa, at marami pang iba. You look for kung saan ka comfortable, saan ka masaya, saan ka nag tawag nito, mas magaling. The more you learn, the better you will get. So, I am encouraging you to get involved at your local church. Halimbawa, you start to serve and you will start to see the things you're good at and the things you're not that good at. It's all part of the learning process. Kwento ko po sa inyo na sa pagmi-ministry ko sa church, marami doon ay nakatulong, maraming experiences ko doon nakatulong sa kung ano ako ngayon sa trabaho ko. So as I can say na na-develop ako as a good teacher because of sa pagsa-Sunday school ko sa mga bata, sa pagsa-Sunday school ko sa mga um, adults. And also, yung pag-awit, yung pag-dance, lahat ng yon nakatulong sa kung ano ako ngayon sa profession. So, I would like to tell everyone, nothing is wasted. When you serve in the church, you will become more developed, more, kumbaga na equipped ka, better, at ready ka sa profession na tatahakin or na iti-take mo po. So, let this be your prayer. Ito ang panalangin natin sa Diyos lagi na, Lord, plant in my heart the dream you have for me. Ilagay mo sa puso ko. Put it in my heart para malaman mo na ngayon at lakaran mo na siya. And then, you pray to the Lord na ma-discover mo yung gifts na bigay niya sa'yo. And that the Lord will teach you to excel and to flourish at doon magpa-prosper ka. I have a question here. Do you know when people shine the brightest? Kailan mas nagsha-shine ang isang tao? I notice that people shine the brightest when they do what they were born to do. Yung bagang kapag may nakikita kang ang galing-galing kumanta, parang nagsha-shine siya. Nag-glow. Ano pa? It's when they become who God wants them to be. Pag yung pangarap, plano, calling, destiny ng Diyos para sa buhay niya, ay naabot niya, ginagawa niya, yan, doon nagsashine ang isang tao. Kaya yun ang pangarapin natin, na makuha natin, matumpok, tama ba yun? Yung, kung ano yung gusto ng Diyos sa atin para pag ginagawa na natin yon, mag-shine tayo at magbibigay tayo ng grabing glory sa Diyos. Alam niyo po, matutuwa maraming tao, ay ang galing niya, ay anointed siya, kuhang-kuha niya, kumbaga, expert siya sa ganitong bagay. It's because nakuha niya kung ano talaga yung gusto ng Diyos sa kanya. And now, he or she or that person is shining very, very bright. Finally, tatlo lang po ito. Number 3, it takes courage and determination to pursue your dreams. Kailangan determined ka, kailangan desidido ka para abutin mo yung mga pangarap na binigay sa iyo ng Diyos. For sure, difficulties will come that would try to steal and kill your dreams. Papatayin, wawasakin yan mga pangarap natin. Mga struggles, challenges, opposition, rejection, heartbreak. Sabi natin parang ayaw ko na. Parang hindi naman ito para sa akin. Parang wala akong resources, wala akong budget, hindi ko kaya ang tuition, hindi ko kaya ang ganito, ganyan. May mga doors na nagsara. Don't let your dream die. Contend for it. Fight for your future. Ipaglaban mo. Kung nahihirapan ka na, parang nawawalan ka na ng pag-asa, don't give up on it. Kapag ang atake ng kaaway mas grabe, ibig sabihin, malapit ka na tanggapin, makita ang fulfillment ng plan ng Diyos sa iyo. So don't, sabi dito, many may try to abort your God-given dream, but surely it will still prevail. Kagaya kay Joseph, maraming nagtangka, maraming sumubok na wasakin, patayin, sirain ang dream na nilagay sa kanya ng Diyos. Pero look what happened. Eventually, in the last chapter of Genesis, still, nakita niya pa rin. He saw the goodness of God. When God gave Joseph dreams, binigyan niya din si Joseph ng desire para i-honor ang Diyos. And he gave Joseph the determination, the strength, the power to thrive kahit ang situation ay malala, miserable, mahirap, at nakakalungkot na talaga. But God brought Joseph to his destiny in order, ito yung purpose, to bless the children of Israel. So remember, you are blessed to bless. Pinagpala ka para maging pagpapala sa iba. Kaya kapag na pangyari na sa iyo yung pangarap, yung plano ng Diyos sa iyo, you have become who God wants you to be. Naging ka ng doctor, naging ka ng nurse, teacher, naging ka ng pastor, what else? Naging ka ng architect, or whatever your dreams are. Pag ikaw ay naging ganon na, don't forget ang purpose natin. Dahil pinagpala na tayo ng Diyos, maginaman tayong pagpapala sa iba. Sa pamilya natin, sa church natin, at sa marami pang tao. Another, you were built up to build up. Hinubog ka, pinalakas ka, you were equipped and empowered, you were edified for such a time as this para ikaw naman ang magpalakas sa ibang tao. Ikaw naman ang mag-develop sa ibang tao. Freely you have, ano yan? Freely you have received, ikaw naman, freely you give it. May nagturo sa'yo, tumugtog, umawit sa ministry, may nagturo sa'yo paano mag-preach, paano magturo, turuan mo din ang ibang tao. You were inspired to inspire others. Lagi yan ang isipin natin. So this is our confidence. If we do our best, God will also give us His best. Kapag hindi natin winidhold ang lahat sa atin, kapag all out tayo sa Diyos, mag-serve, mag-ministry, magbigay, magpagamit ng buhay natin, ang Diyos din, all out din magpala sa atin pong lahat. And I like Philippians 1:6, sabi dito, we are confident of this. We are sure about this, that he who began a good work in you will bring it to completion. Ang Diyos na siyang nagpasimula ng mabuting bagay sa iyo, He is faithful to bring it to the end. He will bring it to completion. Tatapusin niya ito. Gaganapin niya. Papangyarihin niya ito sa iyo. That is our God. Finally, this is my prayer for everyone. 3 John 1:2 says, Dear friend, I pray that you may enjoy good health and that all may go well with you, even as your soul is getting along well. In many aspects, dimensions of our lives, lahat ng yan gusto ng Diyos maging maayos, maging maganda. Physically, emotionally, mentally, financially, i-bless tayo ni Lord. And then, spiritually, most of all. Most importantly, gusto ng Diyos, holistic ang development, holistic ang blessing niya sa atin. And I would like to end with this James chapter 4 verse 15. Sabi dito, if it is the Lord's will, we will live and do this. Lagi nating tandaan, kung ito ang kalooban ng Diyos, how do we know if it is the Lord's will? If it is good, pleasing, and perfect, yan ang will ng Diyos para sa iyo. Then, Kung yun ang kalooban niya, we will live and do this. Maganda po yung translation na nakita ko doon sa sinend sa akin. Always, in all ways, His will I fulfill. Sa lahat ng araw, sa lahat ng oras, sa lahat ng bagay, lagi ang kanyang kalooban, yun ang gagawin natin. Yun ang uunahin natin. So, this will be our story na in all our lives, in all our days, in all our ways, siya ang Diyos natin, siya ang uunahin natin. And we will all together see how His goodness will follow us, will overtake us, will chase us all the days of our lives. Thank you very much po. God bless you. JLS Gentry, God bless you. Young generation, may the Lord bless your future. We love you po. Sending love from JLS Tigaon. See you soon sa December. God bless you po.